The street was loud and dusty and full of movement every single day. Cars passed by without slowing. Bikes weaved through narrow gaps. Vendors shouted prices. In the middle of all this noise stood a small open mechanic corner made of old metal sheets and wooden poles. It did not have a name board. People only knew it as Ali's place. Ali was a street mechanic. He worked with his hands, his eyes, and his deep understanding of engines. His clothes were always stained with oil. His fingers carried small cuts that never fully healed. He earned just enough to eat and to keep his tools safe. He never complained. Ali believed engines spoke a language. Not with sound, but with vibration, smell, and heat. When an engine failed, he listened. He closed his eyes sometimes and placed his hand on the metal, feeling the truth hidden inside. Many people laughed at him for that habit. On a hot afternoon, a luxury car slowed down near Ali's corner. It was a deep red Ferrari. Its surface shined like fire under the sun. People nearby stopped walking. Some took out their phones. A Ferrari did not belong on this broken road. The car stopped. The door opened. A man stepped out wearing a perfect suit and dark glasses. His shoes did not touch dirt often. This was Ryan, a millionaire CEO known for his sharp mind and sharp tongue. He owned tech companies and loved expensive things. The Ferrari was his pride. The car had stopped suddenly with a rough sound. The engine refused to move. Ryan looked around with irritation. He saw Ali wiping his hands on a cloth. Ryan walked closer and looked at the small setup. Old tools. Rusty stands. A broken fan. He smiled in a mocking way. "Can you fix this?" Ryan asked with a laugh in his voice. Ali looked at the car calmly. He did not answer immediately. He walked around it. He bent down. He listened. He touched the hood lightly. Ryan laughed louder. "This car costs more than your whole street," Ryan said. "Be careful. You might break it more." People around started whispering. Some smiled nervously. Others felt uncomfortable. Ali finally spoke. His voice was quiet but steady. "I can look," he said. Ryan crossed his arms. "Go ahead. Entertain me." Ali opened the hood. He did not rush. He studied the engine. His eyes moved slowly. He smelled the air. He placed his hand near a pipe and quickly pulled it back from heat. Ryan shook his head. "You street guys think engines are all the same," Ryan said. "This is Ferrari engineering, not scrap bikes." Ali ignored the words. He focused deeper. After a few minutes, he spoke again. "The problem is not big," Ali said. Ryan laughed again. "Of course it is not. To you, everything is simple." Ali pointed to a small section near the engine block. "There is a sensor line here," Ali said. "It is not broken. It is loose. It sends wrong signals. Engine shuts to protect itself." Ryan frowned slightly. "That is nonsense," Ryan said. "Ferrari engineers do not make such mistakes." Ali picked up a simple tool. He tightened the connection carefully. He adjusted another small part. His movements were gentle and confident. People watched silently. Ali stepped back. "Start now," he said. Ryan hesitated. Then he entered the car. He pressed the button. The engine started smoothly. No rough sound. No shake. It purred like it was alive. The street went quiet. Ryan stepped out slowly. His smile faded. He looked at Ali, then at the engine again. "That must be luck," Ryan said quickly. "Temporary." Ali wiped his hands again. "It will run fine," he said. Ryan laughed once more, but this time it sounded forced. "How much?" Ryan asked. Ali named a small amount. An amount anyone could afford. Ryan shook his head and pulled out some money. He gave more than asked, but not with kindness. More like he was throwing it away. "Do not tell people you fixed my Ferrari," Ryan said. They will not believe you anyway. He got back into his car and drove off. The street returned to noise. People praised Ollie quietly. Some clapped his shoulder. Some nodded with respect. Ollie returned to his work like nothing special had happened. That night, Ollie went back to his small room above a closed shop. He cleaned his tools carefully. Each tool had a story. Each scratch had meaning. He thought about the Ferrari engine. Not with pride. With curiosity. He wondered why such a fine machine had such a simple weakness. The next morning, Ollie returned to his corner early. The sun was still soft. He fixed a taxi engine. Then a bike. Then a delivery van. Around noon, his old phone rang. Ollie looked at the screen. Unknown number. He answered. "Is this Ollie?" a voice asked. "Yes," Ollie replied. "This is Marco from Ferrari Technical Support." Ollie froze. "You fixed a Ferrari yesterday on a street," Marco said. "Red model. Engine shutdown issue." Ollie stayed silent. "We reviewed vehicle data remotely," Marco continued. "The fix applied was not standard." Ollie swallowed. "It corrected a deeper flaw," Marco said. "Our engineers missed it." Ollie sat down slowly. "Who are you?" Marco asked calmly. "I am a mechanic," Ollie said. There was a pause. "We would like to talk to you," Marco said. "Please do not ignore this call." Ollie looked at his oil-stained hands. He did not know that this phone call would change everything. Far away, in a glass office building, Ryan sat at his desk. His assistant entered with a tablet. "Sir," she said. "Ferrari called." Ryan smiled confidently. "They want feedback," Ryan said. The assistant hesitated. "They asked about the street mechanic." Ryan's smile disappeared. "What?" he said. The story was just beginning. Ollie did not sleep well that night. The phone call kept replaying in his mind. Ferrari Technical Support had spoken with respect, not doubt. That was new to him. Respect was something he rarely received. In the morning, Ollie opened his shop as usual. He fixed what came. A broken clutch. A noisy engine. A leaking pipe. But his mind was not fully present. He kept checking his phone. Around midday, the phone rang again. "This is Marco," the voice said. "We would like to invite you to our regional service center." Ollie hesitated. "I am just a street mechanic," he said. "That is exactly why we are calling," Marco replied. "Your fix improved engine performance data by 8%. That should not be possible." Ollie stayed quiet. "We will send a car to pick you up tomorrow morning," Marco said. The call ended. Ollie sat on a wooden crate and stared at the road. People walked by unaware that his life was standing at a turning point. The next morning, a black luxury car stopped near his corner. The driver stepped out and greeted Ollie politely. Neighbors watched in shock. Ollie climbed into the car holding his small tool bag. It felt strange leaving his corner behind. The service center was clean and massive. White floors. Bright lights. Silent machines. Engineers walked with tablets and serious faces. Ollie felt small. Marco greeted him with a warm handshake. "Thank you for coming," he said. Ollie nodded. They took him to a Ferrari engine placed on a stand. Marco explained the issue. Ollie listened carefully. He did not interrupt. He touched the engine lightly. After some time, Ollie pointed at a section. "The vibration pattern here is wrong," Ollie said. "It creates stress under heat." Engineers exchanged looks. Ollie picked up a pen and sketched a small adjustment. A simple rerouting. A tiny angle change. One engineer laughed softly. "That is too simple," he said. Ollie looked at him calmly. "Engines do not care about pride," Ollie said. "Only balance." They tested the change. The engine ran smoother. Data screens showed improvement. Silence filled the room. Marco smiled. "You see what we see now," he said. Ali spent the whole day there. He worked with engineers who had studied engines for years. They respected his instincts. They asked questions. Ali answered simply. By evening, Marco made an offer. "We want you as a consultant," he said. "We will pay well." Ali felt dizzy. "I do not belong here," he said. Marco shook his head. "You belong where talent belongs." Ali asked for time. That same evening, Ryan received an invitation from Ferrari. He arrived confident, expecting praise. Instead, he found Ali standing near the engine. Ryan froze. "You," Ryan said. Ali nodded politely. Marco spoke clearly. "This man solved a flaw our teams missed. We are considering long-term collaboration." Ryan laughed nervously. "He is a street mechanic." Marco looked at Ryan calmly. "And you are a customer." The words hit harder than any insult. Ryan felt heat rise in his face. Later, Ryan approached Ali privately. "You embarrassed me," Ryan said. Ali looked surprised. "I fixed a car," he said. Ryan scoffed. "You enjoyed proving me wrong." Ali shook his head. "I enjoyed fixing an engine." Ryan had no reply. Days passed. News spread quietly inside engineering circles. Not to media. Not yet. Ali began visiting the center weekly. He still returned to his street corner every evening. People noticed changes. Ali smiled more. He fixed engines faster. He listened deeper. One afternoon, a group of young mechanics gathered around him. "How did you learn this?" one asked. Ali replied softly. "I listened when engines whispered." Weeks later, Ferrari released a small internal update based on Ali's suggestion. Performance improved. Engineers praised the change. Marco invited Ali again. "This time, we want to announce you internally," he said. Ali agreed. At the same time, Ryan's world shifted. His Ferrari ran perfectly now. But his pride was damaged. He began thinking about the street mechanic more than his own success. One evening, Ryan drove back to the same street. Ali was working. Ryan stepped out quietly. "I was wrong," Ryan said after a pause. Ali looked up. "I laughed at you," Ryan continued, "because I thought money meant knowledge." Ali wiped his hands. "Engines do not see money," he said. Ryan nodded slowly. "I want to invest in talent," Ryan said. "Real talent." Ali looked at him calmly. "Then invest in respect first." Ryan stood silent. The road noise continued around them. Ali returned to his work. Ryan left changed. The world was preparing to see something it never expected. Ali's life moved in two directions at the same time. In the mornings, he stood in the clean, quiet halls of the Ferrari service center. In the evenings, he returned to the noisy street where engines coughed and people argued over prices. He did not abandon either world. He believed balance mattered. Ferrari engineers slowly changed their attitude toward him. At first, they treated him like a guest. Then like a helper. Soon, they treated him like a guide. Ali did not speak much in meetings. When he spoke, everyone listened. He never used complex words. He explained engines like living systems. He talked about heat like breath, pressure like emotion, balance like peace. One engineer named Leo once asked him how he learned without formal study. Ali answered simply, "I made mistakes. I listened when machines punished me." That answer stayed with many of them. Ferrari began testing a new prototype engine. It was powerful but unstable. Engineers worked day and night. Numbers improved but problems remained. Ali watched quietly. During one long test, the engine shut down suddenly. Frustration filled the room. Ali walked closer. He placed his hand near the engine after it cooled. He closed his eyes. The engine is fighting itself, Ollie said. Too much strength in one place. He suggested redistributing force instead of adding more power. The solution reduced peak numbers but improved overall performance and safety. Ferrari leadership approved the change. That decision marked a turning point. For the first time, Ferrari publicly credited an external consultant. The internal announcement used simple words. Insight from real-world experience improved our system. Ali's name was included. Outside the company, rumors began to spread. Quietly at first. Then louder. A street mechanic. Ferrari. Genius. Media tried to find him. Ferrari protected his privacy. Ali continued working on the street. One afternoon, a young boy stood watching him closely. The boy asked many questions. Ali answered patiently. "Can I become like you?" the boy asked. Ali smiled. "Become better," he said. Ryan watched all this from a distance. The change in him was slow but real. He stopped laughing at people. He started listening more in meetings. He questioned his own assumptions. One day, Ryan invited Ollie to his office. Ollie came wearing the same simple clothes. Ryan stood up and greeted him with respect. "I want to support young mechanics like you," Ryan said. "People who learn from hands, not books alone." Ollie listened. "Do not make it about charity," Ollie said. "Make it about opportunity." Ryan nodded. Together, they planned a small training space near the street. A place with tools, engines, mentors, no expensive signs. Ferrari quietly donated equipment. Young people came. Some had talent. Some had curiosity. Ali taught all of them. He did not teach formulas. He taught listening. Months passed. Ferrari launched a new model. Performance was praised. Reliability improved. Inside engineering circles, Ali's influence was clear. Ferrari finally requested a public acknowledgement. Ali hesitated but agreed. At a small event, Ali stood on stage. No suit. No speech prepared. He said only this. "Machines reflect the people who build them. If we listen more, they work better." The audience stood in respect. Ryan watched from the side. He remembered laughing on the street. He remembered the engine restarting. He understood something important. True genius does not announce itself. After the event, Ollie returned to his street. His corner looked the same. Tools, noise, life. But people looked at him differently. Ollie did not change his prices. He did not close his corner. He fixed engines. That was who he was. And somewhere in Ferrari headquarters, engineers still whispered, "Listen to it like Ollie would." The street mechanic had changed the world without ever trying to own it. Time passed and Ali's name slowly became known beyond quiet engineering rooms. It was not shouted on screens or printed in bold letters. It moved through conversations, through respect, through results. The small training space near the street grew busier each week. Young men and women came after school or work. Some arrived tired. Some arrived hopeful. All arrived curious. Ollie treated everyone the same. He began every lesson the same way. He placed a hand on an engine and stayed silent for a moment. The students learned that silence mattered. Before tools, Ollie said one evening, "Listen." They learned to notice heat, sound, smell, vibration. They learned that speed without understanding caused damage. Ryan often visited quietly. He never interrupted. He stood in the back and watched. Sometimes he brought food. Sometimes new tools. He never gave speeches. His change surprised his own team. In his company meetings, Ryan started asking different questions. He asked technicians what they thought. He listened longer. He interrupted less. People worked better around him. One day, Ferrari invited Ollie to Italy for a special review. He had never traveled so far. He felt nervous but curious. When he arrived, he was greeted not with luxury but with respect. Engineers from different countries gathered. They wanted to see how he worked. Ollie asked for a normal engine. No presentation. No stage. They gave him one. He walked around it slowly. He touched parts lightly. He asked simple questions. After hours of testing, he pointed out a stress pattern that had gone unnoticed. A small adjustment again made a big difference. An older engineer spoke softly. "We forgot basics." Ollie smiled politely. Ferrari leadership thanked him. They offered a permanent role. A large office. A title. Ollie declined. "I need the street," he said. "That is where engines speak honestly." Ferrari understood. Instead, they created a new role. Field Insight Advisor. Ollie would visit, observe, advise, leave. Back home, the training space became a symbol, not of success, of possibility. Parents thanked Ollie. Young mechanics found direction. One boy named Sam struggled at first. He broke parts often. He felt ashamed. Ollie stopped him one day. "Breaking is learning," Ollie said. "Only pride blocks growth." Sam improved. Years later, Sam would become a respected engineer. Ryan funded similar spaces in other areas. Always simple. Always local. Always respectful. He never attached his name publicly. Media eventually found the story. They wrote headlines. They wanted interviews. Ollie refused most. In one interview, he agreed to speak briefly. The reporter asked, "Do you feel proud proving a millionaire wrong?" Ollie answered calmly, "I never tried to prove anyone wrong. I tried to make an engine right." That line spread widely. Ryan read it and smiled. The street where Ollie worked changed slowly. Roads improved. Shops repaired fronts. People believed effort mattered. Ollie stayed the same. One evening, Ryan visited again. "Do you ever regret not taking more?" Ryan asked. Ollie looked at the road. Children played nearby. Engines hummed. "I have enough," Ollie said. Ryan nodded. As years passed, Ferrari designs reflected balance over excess. Reliability became a strength. Engineers trained under a new philosophy. Listen first. Ollie grew older. His hands slowed, but his mind stayed sharp. He trained others to listen. One day, he closed his corner earlier than usual. Students took over. They worked confidently. Ollie watched from a chair. The street noise felt peaceful. He had not chased greatness. He had not asked for recognition. He had listened. And the world had listened back.